So far we've learned how to form a chromatic scale starting in any key. However, there are many different scale types which can be learned, but our main goal for now is to learn major and minor scales. This lesson will show you exactly how to form any of the major scales in any key easily just by remembering a simple pattern which you can now see on the screen. Let's think of this as a generic method of creating a major scale in any key. So the root means the starting tone, and that could be any, but for example, let's take a key of C as an example for now. After the root, we have +2, which means we need to move 2 semitones or something called half steps towards the right. Now, if we've taken C as our root, moving 2 semitones to the right would mean to count 2 semitones from the note C, and that is a note D. So C is a 0, 1, 2. This is our second note in the C major scale. The formula now says +2 again, which means literally the same. We're going to count from the current tone, which is D, and we'll end up on the tone E. So D is 0, +1, +2. The slash sign is a thing for proper finger positions, but we'll discuss about that a bit later. Let's get back to business, and we're currently on the note E. And now the formula says +1. That means we need to move only 1 semitone now, which brings us to the F key. So nothing in between E and F. We need to move 1 semitone plus to the right, and we're in the key of F, right? Once we're on F, the next move is +2 again, which is a G. So 0, +1, +2, right? And again we have a +2 in the formula, which is the note A. So 0, 1, 2. And once again it says +2 in the formula, and we're right at note B. 0, 1, 2. So we're at B. And in the very end it says +1, which means we're gonna end up on the note C once again. So because there's nothing in between B and C, the next possible note would be +1 semitone, which is the key of C, right? So far so good. We've learned that if we have a root key and we want to do 1 octave scale run, we need to go from C to the next possible C on the right side by utilizing the formula of semitones. The major scales, however, you might have already noticed, have exactly 7 keys, and the key number 8 is also the first one again, but in the next octave. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 1, because we began with C and we ended up with C again, but in the next octave, right? So the C major scale looks like this: C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C once again, right? Since we have a formula for all major scales, this means we can do any other key in major scale. So for example, let's say our root note is F sharp. We'll head off from note F sharp and we have the following: F sharp, +2 is G sharp, +2 is again A sharp, +1 is B, +2 is C sharp, +2 is D sharp, +2 is F, and in the end +1 is F sharp once again, right? So F sharp is our beginning, and F sharp 2 is what the end tone of the scale is. We just use the same formula of semitones and it works. The best thing would be to memorize this pattern. It's a bit easier to memorize this rather than the one we started with at the beginning of the lesson, right? Now let's skip to discuss about the finger positions for the major scales. There are 2 groups for this, and these are the common group with the following tones: C, D, E, G, A, and B. And the uncommon group, which are C sharp, D sharp, F, F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp. First, we'll discuss about common group of major scales, as they all have the same finger positions. Common finger positions are declared as 1, 2, 3 / 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means we're going to play with our fingers number 1, 2, and then 3, and then this slash sign means we need to put our thumb under the fingers 2, and 3, right? And play the fourth note of the scale with our thumb once again. The formula continues with the fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we end the scale with the finger number 5, right? So 1, 2, 3, slash means we put our thumb under the fingers 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But previously we need to learn the exact notes in the scale of C major. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C, right? Backwards. C major. D major. E major. G major. A major. And the last one, B major. So they all use 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finger positions. Now when it comes to the uncommon group, I will leave you a sheet where you will see the proper finger positions which need to be memorized separately, as they differ from scale to scale, which means finger positions are all different for the uncommon group. That would be all for this lesson. I'll see you guys in the next one.